today, and the first one up, Sean McVay. We get information on what he's saying now that they've lost Cam Akers for the whole season. Now, when we broke this story yesterday, we kind of were like, hey, we believe the Rams should go out and get a nice free agent veteran. There's Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson, and Todd Gurley. Now, of the three that we think could be the best fit for the Rams, it was Adrian Peterson. He's a great veteran. He still says he's got stuff left in the tank. And, Sean McVay needs kind of another veteran presence on this team just to make sure that they win this year. This is a big year for Sean McVay to win. He's finally got the quarterback. No more Jared Goff. Brought in the quarterback that he wants, Matthew Stafford. And now it's put up or shut up time for Sean McVay. Can you win consistently and very just winning well, not close games, looking good in the games, all that. So he needs to start winning this year, and we really thought Adrian Peterson would be the best choice for this Rams team. But Sean McVay has a different idea. Here we go. Sean McVay on the Rams running backs after Cam Akers' injury. Quote, I'm intrigued about seeing how they handle this opportunity. All right, so he's talking about next man up mentality. I'm all about that. Y'all know. But like when we looked at the Rams depth chart, it was just like, ooh, all right. We got Xavier Jones. He's their number 2 running back now, and he's never played a snap in the NFL. Then we get Jake Funk, who is a rookie this season. And then we got Raymond Calais at the 4th spot. And once again, he's never really ran in the NFL. He's done a little bit of punt returning, kick returning in the league. But that's really it. So none of these runners truly have experience in the NFL. And I think Sean McVay may be doing a little bit of disservice to himself, really trying to rely on all these running backs to be solid. I mean, that's a lot of pressure and a lot of kind of faith you're putting in these kind of number 2, 3, 4 running backs on this team that have just never ran in the league before. And like we said, a must-win season for Sean McVay. So we'll see if this kind of bites him in the butt, but he's kind of hinting at that he's not looking at picking up a free agent anytime soon. And now we know, training camp is starting next week, and the Rams, we'll see what they do once they finally see these running backs be like, yeah, maybe they can't play. Now we have to call. But hopefully he doesn't wait out too long, because there's really only one right choice for this Rams team. This Rams team doesn't need the distraction of Le'Veon Bell. It's unfortunate, but this man, talks bad about every team that he leaves, so I don't think that's kind of the locker room presence that this Rams team wants. And then Todd Gurley, you've had him before. Maybe a little bit of bad blood there still with Todd Gurley in the organization, just because they kind of just let him go, unfortunately, because of the injury. So there's really only one viable running back solution for this Rams team, and if they wait too long, somebody could snatch up Adrian Peterson. So this is going to be a nice little dance that Sean McVay is going to be kind of, dancing and walking here the first couple of days of training camp. Don't wait too long and then really regret not signing Adrian Peterson when you and if you had the chance. So let's go in this article real quickly and see what Sean McVay is truly talking about, and see if there's any nuggets of information that we can maybe pick up that maybe he will sign one of those 3 free agents. So here we go. Coach Sean McVay said Tuesday during an appearance on ESPN 710 his team likes what they have in the aforementioned group of backs and might just move forward as is. Quote, we've got some young backs on our roster that I'm intrigued about seeing how they handle this opportunity. Yeah, definitely very young backs, folks. I don't know that the veteran route is something that we would rule out, but it's not something that we're immediately looking to address right now. Alrighty, so kind of, leaving the door open for them to sign a veteran, but he's going to kind of go up with next man up mentality and see what they got. So if Sean McVay is going to see what they got, well, let us see what they got. So we've got some nice highlight tapes from their running backs number 2, running back number 3, and running back number 4. Can we maybe buy these players? Can we maybe get big and excited, and maybe this is a narrative that we watch in training camp? So let's see what these runners have done. And like we said, we get no real NFL footage from these players. They just have never played in the league, folks. So we have to go back to college. So let's start here with Xavier Jones. He is listed number 2 on their depth chart. So this is kind of the man that, hey, we kind of really need you out of all these ones to really step it up. So let's see if maybe we can start buying Xavier Jones as a viable option for this Rams team coming up this season. So he spent 5 years in college. He had a 1,000-yard rushing season in 2017 and a 1,200-yard season in 2019. Fantastic for SMU, folks. Once again, not a real great school, but he got 1,200 yards last season, so we will definitely take that. That's actually real solid. Doesn't really catch out of the backfield. His best receiving season was his first season in college, his freshman year, for 219 yards, and then he never caught for 100 yards after that. So not really a great catcher out of the backfield. All right. And he also got to a bowl game in 2019. And y'all know we love to engage the bowl games. Actually got to a bowl game in 2017. Let's go to that one. Let's go to that one first. So in 2017 against Louisiana Tech, they ended up losing, and he only rushed for 56 yards. It's basically his third lowest rush of the season out of 13 games. So that's not great. He also didn't have a touchdown either. So kind of floundered in the 2017 bowl game. We don't like that, folks. If you don't get it done in the bowl game, what game are you going to get it up for in the NFL? So a little bit of a knock there, but let's see if he makes it up in the 2019 bowl game. Here we go. 2019 bowl game against Florida Atlantic. Oh boy, even worse. Oh my God, this is real bad, folks. They ended up losing, and he only rushed for 27 yards on 12 carries. His least rush of the year, folks. Out of 13 games, that was his worst game. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns, but once again, it's only 27 yards, so they're giving it to you on the goal line. Okay, anybody can rush for 1 yard. Get me in there. I'll rush for a yard. Damn. 2.3 yards a carry, folks. That is absolute trash. That is very, 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 very bad. So flounders in the bowl game, and now Sean McVay is gonna expect this man to step up when his name's called. He didn't step up in the bowl games. Red flag. But let's see if he has a saving grace in the film. So we got a nice little 4-minute highlight tape here of the 2019 season where he ran for 1,200 yards, folks. So let's see what we get. Can we buy him? Is he fast? Is he shifty? Is he strong? What is he listed at? What do we got size-wise? We got 5'11", 208. All right, so just a kind of a classic running back, not a Derrick Henry-esque, 6'4", 2. What did Derrick Henry weigh? I think he like 230. Let's bring that up. The prototypical, the best running back in the league. This is what you want to mirror your build on. 6'3", 247. Gosh, dang, folks. Woof! That's a mammoth of a man. You love to see it. So Xavier Jones isn't quite like that. Ain't quite beefy like Derrick Henry, but that's all right. So here we go. Xavier Jones highlights out here. Let's see what this man can do. He's got it in process because those stats really didn't. Floundering the bowl games, but we don't get that done around here. We don't do that around. We don't like that around here. All right, so here we go. First play up, he's in the red zone here at the 10-yard line. He's going to take the handoff, bounce it out to the outside, and take it for 11 yards for the touchdown. Fantastic right there. Just waited, was patient, saw the hole open up, and just followed the blockers on the edge. Here we go. Staying on his feet. Oh, yeah. There we go. Staying on his feet for 20 yards, going into the end zone. This man's trying to drag him down, and he's able to stay on his feet. Real solid there. All right. Hopefully we get some nice speed. Can't really gauge the speed just quite yet. Here he goes, breaking out. Takes it about 7 yards after the first contact. You'll have to see it for 17 yards total. Here we go, back in the red zone at the 10-yard line, and that's just too easy. Great blocking up front and nobody around him. 10 yards for the touchdown. All righty. 4th and 2, back in the red zone here. Nice pitch out, and there he goes, beating the defender. That's what we love to see. Great angle here to just outrun the defender for 5 yards for the touchdown. You love to see that. Where was this man? Was this man a linebacker, defensive end? Can we get a nice little look? Just a defensive end. Unfortunate. So he's able to outrun that. That was pretty good. Let's keep it up here. What else do we got? Here we go. This could be something good. Here we go. against North Texas. Here we go. The speed, one man to beat, and he takes it all the way. Yes, he does. All right, some real great speed here. A 50-yard run, just one man to beat. Hits the second level, and there's just nobody around him, and nobody even touches this man. The last line of defense on the defense, nowhere even near this man, can't even catch up. So he's got some good speed so far. And here we go on the wheel route. Oh, fantastic wheel route in the red zone. It's wide open. He catches it perfectly, and that's some pretty good speed right here, just able to get real wide open. Solid. Got 3 yards of separation at least off some great speed. All right, here we go, bouncing it out to the right side. Takes it for the first down for about 10 yards. No great speed there. Got cut off quickly. But he's reversing field, so you expect that. On 3rd and 3, right up the middle, right up the middle, right up the middle. Gosh dang, 30 yards clean. There was no safety back there. And once he hit the second line, it's a wrap after that. So real solid. All righty. He's kind of winning us over decently. Nothing great, nothing big, nothing explosive. Not kind of, here we go, reversing field all the way to the right side. Oh, boy. Cuts back inside. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yes. Oh, my gosh. He starts at the left side at the 40-yard line, crosses all the way back to the right side. Now he's across midfield, and then he goes right back inside, back to the left side. This man rushed over 100 yards in total, just running left and right, right and left, and he was able to rush that all the way for the touchdown. Holy moly, 60 yards, folks. Dang, this is a good one. This shows the great speed right here, the cutting, the great acceleration, the cut back inside, the great kind of vision to see where the open holes are. This is the play right here we wanted to see. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Alrighty, we're buying this man a little bit more now. We should stop the tape here because I don't know if it's going to get better than that one play, but let's see how we can close it out. Back inside the 10, untouched, 10 yards, touchdown, untouched, off the left side. Fantastic. Here we go, up the middle, cuts back outside, one man to beat, he beat him. Oh, all right, now we're getting into it, folks. Y'all saved the best plays for last. Here we go, oh my gosh, at the 3-yard line, stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet moving. Oh man, we're buying this man. We're close to 100% buying this man, folks. Man, oh man, let's see if we can buy him fully 100% now. Here we go. Off the right side, points out the blockers. Oh, just could not beat that last man. Tripped him up, pushed him out of bounds. All right, from the 10-yard line again. You know what he does in the red zone. Come on, that's too easy. Great blocking. At the 25-yard line, making it a little hard for him right here. Takes it, runs it, cuts it back, and man, oh man, he stays on his feet, and he's got the ending burst of speed to beat that last defender before he cuts him off and pushes him out of bounds. Alrighty, maybe we can give Xavier Jones a true chance out here in training camp to try to be running back number 1. You just got to be out Darrell Henderson. It's not like hard to do that. You just got to be real solid. He only rushed for 600 yards last season. You can beat him. Cam Akers beat him out for the starting job. So it's possible, and we'll see if Xavier Jones can do that here. And here we go, taking a direct snap from the 3-yard line, bullying his way into the touchdown for the end zone. You love to see it. Here we go, cutting right up the middle, and there he goes. 50 yards untouched. All right, he's got some solid speed. We are buying into Xavier Jones, folks. Out of 100, if we have to just put a number on it, that was solid. 75, 80, 85 even maybe. That was real solid work. So we'll see if he can kind of get it done in the NFL. Now, the only kind of one knock is that, why didn't he get any burn last season? He got, let's bring up his official. Here we go. No, that's still college. Here we go. Pro Football Reference. All right. He played in 13 games, but he didn't start any, and he never got any burn. So I don't know where they really used this man at, folks. So they never really used him. And he was already in the league for a year. So what's that about a little bit? Yeah, never really played. Never played. That's it. Special teams. A couple of special teams, which, that's what you use new guys in, new rookies, to see if they can play. You start them in special teams and have them work their way up. But Xavier Jones, solid senior year. Nothing too great. We'll give him a 75. All right, now let's go to Jake Funk. He is running back number 3 out here for the Rams. How is this man looking? Well, we go back to college. He played in college for 5 years. Once again, I mean, you're not great if you're playing in college for 5 years. Let's just put it like that. The greats rarely stay for 3, and maybe they'll close out 4, but they're not getting that extra year of eligibility. So Jake Funk out here playing for Maryland, and never really anything great. I mean, his highest rushing season was 2020, the last year. He ended up getting drafted this year. When did he go? Seventh round pick out here. Okay. So he had 516 yards last season. That was his best year. Really nothing great. He doesn't really catch the ball either. Only 68 receiving yards last season. That was his highest. He got into one bowl game, and that was his freshman year. So let's see. Did they win it? Did he have any impact on that? That's the only bowl game they got to. And he didn't even play in the bowl game. This is not the bowl game, so he didn't even play in that. So real not good by Jake Funk either. So no real great yards, but we have a nice little highlight package. Let's see if he can kind of win us over a little bit. At least Xavier Jones had a 1,200-yard rushing season in college. That's definitely kind of going to boost him up a little bit. So here we go. Jake Funk right at the 1-yard line, powers his way forward. All right. Ties the game. Or no, they go up by 2. Fantastic in the fourth quarter. All right, they spent an entire minute replaying that one play. We must not have that many plays out here. Okay. Here we go. Next play up here. Special teams. Let's see what his kind of return stats were like since we see him returning a punt out here. Kicking and returning. Alrighty, last season he had 0 yards. So is he just gonna fair catch this? Why they got this in the highlight tape? What are we doing here? All right. Well, he's gonna return it. And negative yards. Oh, that's him. Oh, he's on special teams for the punt team. So he chases him down. All right. Okay. Get that special teams work in. Here we go. Back to running. Thank goodness. I don't want to see you tackle. Here we go. Off the right side. 15 yards. Okay. 10 yards. 15. Nothing great. He looks a little bit bigger. Let's see his height and size. We got 5'10", 205 for Jake Funk. So once again, nothing great. Solid, kind of average-ish back out here. He's looking a little beefy. Hopefully he's kind of a hard-nosed runner. We can see him kind of break a couple of tackles, lower his helmet, drag a couple of defenders. Here we go, just kind of at the goal line, and it's just a nice little kind of flat route, out route for the running back out of the backfield, and he catches it. He's wide open, and he's able to kind of catch the ball for the touchdown. So not bad there. Nothing great, nothing too challenging, and it's a nice touchdown. All right, here we go. Another punt return out here. He's the one actually returning this punt in a monsoon. It is pouring there against Michigan State. They're getting their ass beat 17-0. And he returns it for 40 yards. He brings it out to the 43-yard line. Solid there. Once again, the speed's not looking anything elite. He catches it at the 10, so only a really kind of a 30-yard, return. Not really breaking tackles any, even though he probably should for the way he's looking bulky and beefy out there. It is snowing as well, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. All right, here we go against Rutgers. Not raining, not snowing. Right up the middle. Here we go. Okay, some solid speed. He's going to get chased down by the safety, though, 10 yards short of the end zone. So it does seem like Xavier Jones does have a little extra burst, a little extra speed on him over Funk. Here we go. What else do we got here? Next play up. In the red zone, right up the middle, and just goes untouched against Texas. Fantastic. Come on, I want to see some big, beefy plays out here. Where are the big hits? Here we go at the 30-yard line. Hits the hole off the right side of the field, and then he's wide open. Nobody can touch him. He hits the hole. Great blocking up front. The defender takes a really, really garbage angle to make the tackle, but I mean, they're from Towson, folks. The college Towson. They're getting absolutely murdered 42-7. So bad defensive teams, like we know there's most of them, 90% of the NFL or college teams are absolutely trash on the defensive side of the ball. All right, here we go. Oh, he's on special teams again. Almost recovered a muff punt himself. Now, what he did was able to kind of get his team to recover it. So, solid special teamer out here. He's a dog in the special teams. And once again, that's what NFL coaches look for. If you're not, if you're a 7th round pick, a 6th round pick, you're not going to be instantly starting at your position. They start you in special teams. And if you have that hunger, you have that kind of, competitive edge, you have that fight in you that you're going to kind of show out on special teams, that's how you move up high on the depth chart. So Jake Funk out here, he could be able to win some coaches over just the way he plays on special teams. All right, let's watch this run right here, starting at his own 10-yard line, going to bring it across midfield here. Solid speed, but not kind of game-breaking speed. If he gets into space right there, the safety's able to kind of chase him down again, and he returns it for about 50 yards. All right, well, watch this last one here. We'll end it right here and move on to the last running back. So here we go. Takes it from the opponent's 40-yard line, trips up a little bit, able to recover, and returns it for about 20, 25 yards in total. So, all right, Jake Funk, once again, nothing special, nothing great. He is a 7th rounder. We do like Xavier Jones a little bit more. I think we put Jake Funk about a 50-ish. Once again, nothing real great, nothing real special, good, solid speed. Once again, not taking the top off the defense. His size is going a little underutilized in college, so it's probably once again going to be underutilized in the NFL. He's not smacking defenders. He's not, he's not stiff arming like Derrick Henry. He's not going to, be able to break some tackles like we saw Xavier Jones do. He's not dragging defenders 5-10 yards down the field. So Jake Funk, not the greatest out here. We'll rank him like a 50 out of 100. All right, and then the last running back to look over, Raymond Calais. He is their 4th running back out here, and once again, he was drafted last season, so he had 1 year in the league, and once again, didn't really do anything. So he went to Louisiana, a 7th round pick. He ended up getting drafted by the Bucs, and now he's on the Rams. And his size, 5'8", 188. So once again, nowhere near Derrick Henry size. Alrighty, how good of a rusher was he in college? Well, he was better than Jake Funk out there. He ended up rushing for 886 yards last season, which was his highest season. Ended up getting to 3 bowl games, real solid. And once again, he's not a great pass-catching back. So that's going to be kind of another area that the Rams are going to be struggling with. I mean, they don't have that catcher out of the backfield. It's going to be a little unfortunate. That's why you maybe bring in, Le'Veon Bell, who's not the greatest. What did Le'Veon Bell do? This man ever have like a 500-yard catching season? Let's see what Le'Veon Bell got. Because I know it's not going to be Adrian Peterson. That man doesn't do that. And Todd Gurley, once again, not really doing that either. Le'Veon Bell, does he receive very well? Solid. I mean, like in his prime in Pittsburgh, he was receiving for about 600 yards. So once again, real solid work out there. Not a true dual threat running back catching the ball out of the backfield like a Christian McCaffrey or Alvin Kamara. But once again, just real solid work out there. We'll definitely take 500-600 yards when you're rushing for 1,200 yards. That's fantastic. We'll love that all day. So once again, maybe why Le'Veon Bell could be a real solid fit here for the Rams. But let's watch Raymond Calais out here. So last season, 886 yards. Let's start at his bowl game of 2016, his freshman year. Let's see did he do well and did they win that one? He didn't play in the bowl game, so okay, that was his freshman year. Then he ended up going back to a bowl game in 2018 where he rushed for 754 yards that season. What did he do in the bowl game? They got the win, and once again, a real not good performance. He only had 3 rushes, so real not great there for 41 yards and no receiving yards at all. So not great there. And then 2019's bowl game, they got the win finally, but once again, not because of him. 5 rushes for 19 yards, no touchdowns. Okay, not catching the ball either. So what is going on out here? So Raymond Calais not making a real kind of good case for himself right out here. But let's see, do the Does the film kind of tell a little bit of a different story out here? Now, when we looked up videos for Raymond Calais, we got this one titled Sprinter Speed. Louisiana running back Raymond Calais highlights. So maybe this man's going to be fast as heck. Maybe we can get behind his speed, his sheer speed. So here we go. Raymond Calais of college. What can we see from this man? Here we go. Starting from his own 5-yard line against Georgia State. Here we go, cutting out to the outside. And if he's gone, are we going to get off the bat right off the rip here? One man to beat, chasing him down. And he's got the speed, folks. The first play is a 95-yard touchdown run. Look at the shiftiness to kind of draw in the defenders and then just kind of kick out to the left. And he's making all these defenders try to dive at him. And then he takes it 95 yards for the touchdown. Now we're talking. Now we're getting big on another running back out here. Get Raymond Calais up to number 2. I've seen enough. He's better than Xavier Jones. This man's way better than Jake Funk out here. Put this man at number 2. Here we go from the 40. Once again, the speed, untouched. Nobody's able to catch up with this man. Okay, yes, we've got some great speed here. Love it. Right up the middle. Once again, just running by everybody. Folks, this is 50 yards. Oh, my goodness. We found the back, baby. We found Cam Akers' replacement in Raymond Calais, baby. Woo! Here we go, another play from his own 20-yard line, up the middle, cuts out to the left, and once again, one man to beat. Can he beat him? He does! Oh, folks, he's going untouched for 70, 80 yards. This is fantastic. Running out to the left or right sideline, and then he's just taking the safeties all the way. Once again here down the middle of the field, 2 safeties converging, and they can't catch him. Raymond Calais, congratulations. You've just been promoted to the starting running back for the Los Angeles Rams. Congratulations. Look at this man go. Another, what do we got? 40-yard run, untouched, bouncing it outside. One man to beat, 40 yards, touchdown. Why did this man not play last year for the Bucks? Jeez Louise. This is great speed. This is what we love to see. Woof. You got to be either fast or strong, folks, if you're going to make a name for yourself as a running back in the NFL. And Raymond Calais could definitely do this. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Oh, my goodness. He's making these defenses look absolutely trash. He ends up tripping at the 1-yard line here himself. Got way too quick for himself. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Half a yard short. Damn. All right, last play out here. We'll end it here at the goal line. Right up the middle. Y'all know that was going to go in. Come on. Come on. So, Raymond Calais, baby, this is some real great running. Man, oh, man. Little kind of concerned on why his just overall production was a little light in college. You know, why weren't we giving this man the ball in these bowl games? What is that about? You know, he's only having like 2 rushes. Like, what? Why is that? So that's a little concerning, but the speed is definitely there. And if, you know, he can be a solid number 2 behind Henderson, and, you know, we've got a real great running back core here still that, once again, you don't need to go and get one of those veteran pieces. So I would say maybe Sean McVay is right here. Let's see what the next man up mentality is going to be like. Let's see what they're looking like in training camp, especially Raymond Calais, and then we don't have to go out and get that veteran presence. But it wouldn't hurt, I would say, especially if you can get him on the cheap, like an Adrian Peterson, who knows he's not going to be able to get that big money. Le'Veon Bell. I don't even think you bring in Le'Veon Bell. I really think it's just Adrian Peterson or nothing here for this Rams team. You bring in Adrian Peterson just to kind of be that veteran presence. He's had some work with Matthew Stafford because, you know, Adrian Peterson was a Lion at one point. So maybe that could, help Matthew Stafford ease in a little bit. Obviously not that much because, it was 1 year, and they were always trash anyway. But, once again, just giving somebody you're familiar with another kind of veteran voice in the locker room, which you definitely want. But Raymond Calais, folks, I don't know why they got him listed 4th. Get that man up to number 2. Way better than Xavier Jones. Way better than Jake Funk. If I'm putting on a number on Raymond Calais, I'm about 95% hype on this man, folks. So the Rams, they probably got something, folks. Sean McVay may know what he's doing out here. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that as training camp progresses. Obviously, that's going to be a big story, a big narrative. That's probably going to be the only narrative that we really need to kind of pay attention to for this Rams team in training camp. We know Matthew Stafford's going to be good. Yes, we'll keep an eye on him. But, now this running back, room that got turned upside down. Let's see if Raymond Calais can go out and win maybe the starting job. He could win the starting job. It wouldn't put him past him. That was some great speed.